My next guest is going to be back in action, taking on Ludovit Klein, UFC Fight Night, May 31st. It is Mateusz Gamrot here on the program. Mateusz, how are you, sir?
Everything is good. What's up, man?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to see you back and getting a fight, and that's kind of where I wanted to start here first. We haven't seen you in a while. I know you've wanted to get back in there. What has been the reason for the layoff and why we haven't seen you fighting so long?
In January, I came to American Top Team, and I went into my next fight. I get like some offers, but nobody like accept. So this guy was next in the line, and I say yes, and I am happy that I have fight. My break was so long, 8 months. This is enough to back to octagon.
Was that a bit surprising, just the fact that you've been in the UFC for a couple of years now and you're still getting fighters not accepting fights with you? Was that a bit surprising?
A little bit, yes, but this in this moment, everybody from ranking has booked fight. So I know it's hard to get someone from the ranking. I say UFC, like, give me anyone, like, ranking, without ranking, no problem. I wanna fight. I improve everything, my skills, my mental. So I wanna show how good I am, and that's why I am in the top 10 in the lightweight division.
There was some talk about you maybe getting a rematch with Arman Tsaruykan. Was that ever a thing that was going to happen? Was that ever talked about at all?
I don't know. I get someone from top down the ranking, but the guy don't accept the fight. So for me, my last fight was with Hooker, and I lose like a split decision. So right now I am like position I can choose the fighter. I wanna just back to octagon, put really good performance, and be happy.
Absolutely. I suppose you can't say who turned down the fight with you, or is there anyone you're willing to mention here that didn't want to fight?
Maybe I don't want to talk about this.
No worries. Understandable. I got to do my job, though. I got to ask anyway. So just wanted to make sure. We know it's a ranked opponent, though, so we can kind of figure out who doesn't have a fight booked. And then you referenced the Dan Hooker fight. I know that fight didn't go your way. It was a very close fight. I know in that fight, though, you wanted to be really exciting, and it didn't end up getting you the decision. Any regrets on that, of trying to make it a more exciting fight and it not going your way?
With Hooker, I found it in his place in Australia. Maybe I came there like too long, because I came here like 10 days before to fight, and my conditioning was bad. And I think this was the reason. That's why I lose this fight. But this was close fight, close decision. Maybe in the future I wanna get a rematch with these guys, because I know I am better fighter than him. But first step, I need to win my next fight, put really good performance. Like in the future, my opponent is also striker with a good wrestling defense. So this is like extra motivation to me, like ruin his statistic.
And let's talk about your opponent, a tough opponent. I know he's not ranked, but Ludovit Klein, a really good record here. How do you feel like your style matches up against his in this fight?
I'm excited. This is good. This is good guy. He's not in the ranking, but like you say, really tough opponent. He has similar record like me, probably 6 or 7 wins right now. So I have like good motivation this fight. Striker, Sandpal, like I say, good takedown defense. But to be honest, nobody defends my shoot. So you can defend one or maybe second time, but in the later I take you down for sure. I don't think so that he has good jiu-jitsu. So probably, and my plan gonna be like finish this guy in the ground.
You train at one of the best gyms in the world, at American Top Team. I know there's a lot of bodies in the gym. Who are some of the main guys you get to work with in your division that are helping you get ready for this fight?
I am glad, because Dustin will come soon here, for sure. I will spar.
Yeah, they just announced that fight today. Actually, he's fighting Max Holloway for the BMF belt. You must be excited for him. What a retirement fight! He gets to fight New Orleans, and he gets to fight for a BMF title.
Yes. If everything will be good, I would like come this fight to Orlando. To Louisiana, right? And I wanna watch this fight very close. Dustin is my good friend, and I cheering him for sure. But like I say, he will be my sparring partner. Christian Turner is also here. One Polish guy is also here. Dakota Bush is here.
Yep.
He's sample too. So I have a lot good guys who help me at this fight. But to be honest, I am here 4 months. I am really good shape. I can fight next week. So I just keep my shape and be smart to the fight.
Yeah, one of those names you mentioned, I actually know him. Christian Turner was the guy you mentioned. He's pretty close to getting to the UFC if people aren't aware. How good of a training partner is he?
Christian Turner is great guy. He helped me a lot. I helped him a lot. He is young, new generation. For sure, he get the contract with UFC in the future. He's undefeated, really good striker, very fast. He improved very fast wrestling skill and jiu-jitsu. So I think he will be big problem. Maybe lightweight division or welterweight division. I don't know what division he will choose, but he's really good guy, and I think the guy is future.
Yeah, very talented fighter. And then what about your corner for this fight? Do you know that yet, or will that get made in the coming weeks?
My brand for sure.
Yeah.
Boris Mańkowski from Poland for sure, and maybe Thiago Alves will come with me. We have fight weeks, so I don't know like exactly, but probably Mike, Thiago, and Boris from Poland.
Okay, that's great. And what's your prediction for this fight? How do you see the fight playing out on May 31st with you and Klein?
This guy is really good, and I think we can put like fight of the night, because my mental right now is different than before. I wanna step in the cage and do really fucking war. But like I said before, his jiu-jitsu is weak, and I will take him down and make him tired in the ground, and I wanna submit him on ground and pound.
I got a couple fun rapid fire questions for you here. So basically these can just be like one word answers. There's no wrong answers here. It's just whatever your opinion is. So I'm going to ask you things like your favorite movie and all that stuff. So just like really basic stuff here. So here's my first question, Mateusz. Who is your favorite athlete outside of combat sports?
Michael Jordan.
Great answer. See, there we go. Off to a good start. What's your favorite movie?
Rocky.
Who's your favorite actor or actress?
Sylvester Stallone.
Favorite TV show?
Some Polish TV show, but to be honest, I don't like watch TV. I more like read books. So I am not big fan TV show.
Do you have I respect that. Do you have a favorite comedian? Is there anyone that makes you laugh?
Jim Carrey.
Okay. What's your favorite cheat meal?
Cheat meal?
Yeah.
Sweet. I like sweet. Generally I like eat healthily, but if I can't, I eat healthy meals. But after this, big dessert.
Big what? Sorry.
Big dessert.
Oh, dessert. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Dessert. Like I sweet. For example, maybe tiramisu or creme brulee or pistachio cream.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Something like that, sweet.
Okay. What's your favorite travel destination? Where's the place you like going the most? Could be back home, but it could be somewhere else. Where's your favorite place to travel to?
Home for sure, because I miss my home. I don't have been in Poland like 4 months, but I was. No, USA is good, like Florida. Thailand is good. I was one time in Brazil, it was good. But I would like come one time to Antarctica.
Okay. What is your favorite animal?
Animal?
Yeah.
Lion King.
And last one, what is your biggest pet peeve? So a pet peeve is something that you find annoying. Like some people don't like bad drivers. Some people don't like people that smell bad, like or people don't like doing dishes. Like what's something that annoys you?
Dishes. Watching dishes for sure.
Okay. I like that.
I hate this. I hate this, but I have to do in the American top team here. But when I'm in Poland, never. Zero.
Never. There you
My
go.
wife doing everything. So yeah.
There we
Wash
go.
dishes
I like
for
it.
sure. This was good answer, yeah.
Yeah, no, I like the answer. That's great. So I mentioned it there. Klein isn't ranked, but he's a really tough opponent. I would think a win, especially a finish here, it's got to get you back to where you were maybe before the Hooker fight. Like, what would a win here do for you?
like everybody thinking, say like this is bad matchups for me. Like I deserve like someone with ranking, but to be honest, I don't care about this. I wanna just fight. I wanna show how I improving my skills. That's why I am in the top 10 in lightweight division. The most important is UFC put really good show in the during to fight and finish the guy. So this is my plan, and that's why I take this fight.
Okay, I respect that, and you're going to have to fight these guys anyways, right? So you might as well, fight them at
I
some
am
point.
I am sportsman. I just want to fight. I am 34 years old. I am good shape, healthy, still hungry, everything. So I don't wanna waiting too long. I wanna take this fight, finish this guy, and maybe end of the year take another fight. I wanna stay busy,
Yeah.
So that's why I go soon. 5 weeks. Let's go.
Yes, and we're excited for it. At the top of your division, we don't really know what's going on right now. There's some rumors right now that Islam Makhachev might be fighting Ilia Topuria. If that fight happens, who do you see winning that? Because that's a really interesting matchup.
Yeah, this is really interesting matchup, like you say, like boxer versus versus all-rounder guy. But Islam is big guy, strong and really good wrestler. If you wanna fight with against this guy like Islam, I think my opinion you have to be a little bit bigger than Ilia. Ilia is normally like featherweight division guy.
Mhm.
So this can be interesting fight, but I think Islam crack him, like beat him, take him down, and finish in the ground.
And it looks like Ilia Topuria will not go back down to 145. He vacated his title. I think the thought is your weight class is his new weight class. How do you think he'll do in your division? Because I remember, years ago, he actually fought as low as bantamweight. Do you think he'll do well at 155?
I don't know. We'll see how looks will his first fight in lightweight division.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's short, and it depends who will be his opponent in the first fight in the lightweight division.
Mhm.
Like we hear, like maybe Islam, maybe Charles Oliveira. The
Mhm.
both guys is really big, and this is good. This is big advantage for them.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see. Obviously, with that knockout power, though, he that adds a lot of intrigue, right? Like he's the only guy to knock out Max Holloway. That's pretty impressive, right?
Of course, of course. This was impressive. This was good fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And then one of the other rumors is maybe Islam is going to move up to 170. How do you think he would do in that weight class? You just talked there about how big and strong he is. Do you think he would do well at welterweight?
So for sure, Islam have more big change to fight in the welterweight division than Ilia fight in the lightweight division. Because like I say, Islam is big. Normally, his weight is like guys from welterweight division. So he don't need it cut weight too much. So his performance will be for sure good. And I'm interested because we have upcoming fight Belal versus Macadella, right?
Mhm.
I think that Jack Macadella can beat Belal. And if he will fight with Islam, this is gonna be great matchup because Macadella is really good boxer,
Yeah.
good ground game of when he fought with when Durinho,
Mhm.
he showed that he's really good in the ground also. So I am interested and I'm looking forward to this matchup.
And just last thing on Islam, I'm sure you've been asked this before, but why were you not given the fight at UFC 294? You were the backup for that fight when Charles Oliveira had to pull out, and they went with Volkanovski. And I know people like that fight, but you were a fresh matchup, and they had a close fight. Like I always think the UFC could have built that rematch up so much better if they just would have not done it on short notice. And you were available. Did they ever tell you why you didn't get the title shot at UFC 294?
I don't know. I was backup. I was ready to step in the cage.
Yeah.
Like I accept everything, but maybe this moment the Volkanovski was bigger name than me. The fight was in Abu Dhabi, so maybe the sheikhs wanna choose the Volkanovski. I don't know. I still wanna challenge myself versus Islam.
Yeah.
I don't know that this gonna happen in the future, but in my dream, this fight versus him, like wrestler versus wrestler, in my opinion, I am one of the best wrestlers in the lightweight division. So I will have tough matches for him for sure. But right now, I need to win a few fights behind me, But like I said, this is like my dream matchup.
How frustrating is it? We just talked about you not getting the title fight against Islam a couple of years ago. Your teammate Movsar Ivoyev is going through something similar. We just had a pay-per-view in a guy that he defeated in Diego Lopez getting to fight Volkanovski. I know he's been passed over a little bit. How do you deal with that? Because I know you'll fight anyone, but it's got to be frustrating when you're winning fights and you're not getting opportunities. How do you deal with that?
This is UFC, this is politics. Sometimes the people need to sell the tickets, and like league championship. One side I understand this position. Second side I don't. I don't understand, because we are fighters. We are ready to step anywhere at any time. But the question is for bosses to UFC.
Yeah, for sure. I know there's that entertainment side, and I know there's obviously a business as well.
The entertainment is the most important. Yeah, the best if you finish the guys. So your way is the fast to the top.
My last question before we get out of here, and again, I appreciate the time, especially on a Friday. You got to start your weekend here, so this will be my last question. Are there any fights in the division? You just mentioned Islam. Is there any other fights that you want to have before your career's done? I'm sure you want that rematch with Beneil Dariush. Are there any other fights you want to have before your career's done?
Not the champ. The Islam is number one for sure. But like I say, I don't want this gonna happen, because we are the different sides right now. I love rematch with Beneil Dariush, because he gave me like first lose in my career. Hooker for sure. I wanna meet him again, because he was lucky in Australia. I don't know what's going on with Charles Oliveira. He's the most dangerous guy in the ground. My jiu-jitsu and wrestling is also in my heart. So maybe I wanna challenge myself against him. But in the front of me right now is Ludovit Klein. I don't wanna think about too much. I need to beat this guy, and then I wanna invite someone in the end of the year.
Well said. Mateusz, go enjoy your weekend. If there's anyone you want to thank before we get out of here, any sponsors, any social media you want to mention, I'll give you the last word.
Like sponsor, of course, thank you for support, but I wanna thanks again for my fans, all my world that give me love, give me support. I saw all message in social media or email on somewhere in streets. Some people come to me and take their picture. So thank you so much for the support. Come to TV, watch my fight, my 31, and because this is gonna be great show. Peace.